Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm their first impressions gameplay video for Dungeon Empires, the next-gen free-to-play 3D browser game that presents a unique mix of tactical roleplay and dungeon editor gameplay elements, published by GameAgo. Now I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out. Make some comments if you guys want to play Dungeon Empires or just learn more about it. Do check out the full review on the link below. So let's go and get started right now. This is a game I know very little about right now. All I know is it's called Dungeon Empires, and we got a hot, gothic-looking elf chick on the homepage over here. Good marketing so far, good landing page. So let's go ahead and get started right now and click login. And it's a game by GameAgo. Hello, you logged in successfully. Go me, guys. I am success. Click continue. It's a game that's supposed to be a dungeon creator or something like that, and it's by Limbic Entertainment Goomba. Goomba? It's GmbH over there. All rights exclusive license at 2011. It's a browser-based MMO, and aside from that, again, I don't really know too much about the game. It is by GameAgo. Again, with the gothic chick over here, with a heart on her butt cheek over there, and it's loading as the game is telling me. The game says it has 3D graphics, so we'll see what those 3D graphics actually look like. The game is available in both English and German. In the Essence Smithy, you can enhance your equipment with essences, guys. Wise words, guys. In the Essence Smithy, you can enhance your equipment with essences. That is awesome. Let's see, version 5944 as I'm doing this video. Not sure how new this game is. I just kind of bumped into it now, and her feet over there had some really interesting heels. There's a time when all four gods ruled in harmony. We have an interesting little story over here. I'm probably gonna skip this, but let's see one more text over here. It could be interesting, who knows, but it is a browser-based game, and I suspect story is not a main driver of the game. Each was the master of one element: fire, water, light, and darkness. So they're all dancing over there, and oh, the camera's moving down. Camera's moving down. We got lightning everywhere too. The lightning god's obviously winning because there's lightning everywhere. And but vanity and selfishness worked this way and destroyed all harmony, guys. Harmony was destroyed. So you've answered our call. Good. I am one of the guardians, and I will seek out if you can hold your own in Dungeon Empires. One of the tasks will be to turn your dungeon into a deadly trap for any intruder, but we'll get started with another important task: sending your hero out to conquer the dungeons of your enemies. So let's go ahead and create my character. The game's graphics are 3D, so that's interesting right away. And it's a browser-based game that's not a strategy game or a 2D game, which is by itself interesting too. My name will be Remo with double M's this time, and my hairstyles, you can play with the hairstyles over here. I'm going to go with spiky hair, and we're going to go, my hair color is going to be black. Nice and dark. Skin color, I'll go all the way to the right of it. Skin color, that's like my beard over there. This has nothing to do with my skin color. It's just like your facial appearance. I'll go with that one. And my height is going to be small and cute. I will obviously be strength. Your specialization is dexterity or magic. Basically the three classes in the game. You got magic, dexterity, and strength. I'm going to run with strength for now though. And click create. There are too many differences between them, it tells you over there. But I'm going to go with create right now. Give you a hero name. So we'll see what the graphics look like again. And again with this gothic elf chick over here. I'm liking her. But her heels are like crazy. How could you like walk in that? Won't those needles get stuck in the dirt or something? So you can see the game's graphics. They look a bit like, what's that browser-based game called? Forgot the name. Anyway, welcome to Depth of Rondruk's Dungeon. I'll accompany you on your way. You move with WSAND right away. But the graphics look a bit old school over here. Click continue, and I gotta crawl through this dungeon right now. And apparently a lot of the dungeons are supposed to be player-made. Though I suspect this first dungeon is a tutorial in the game. You can move with WASND. I usually say WSAND. WS over there, WASP. And let's see over here. Look on the first room on enter by clicking on the door. So let's go up to the door and click on it. We're gonna go click on that, and here we go. I'm not sure if these are cooperative, and we got a battle going on right now, guys. It's a Final Fantasy style turn-based battle. It's Remo's turn over here. I guess I'm gonna do a standard attack. I can do a lunge, but you know what, guys? Let's lunge at this a-hole, and let's go attack him. Wabam! There you go. That was a slow-mo attack over there. The combat is turn-based. It looks like. I can already tell you the game would be really cool if the combat was actually action-oriented, much like D2 or other games like that. He can't take too much damage because he's only level 1. What a noob! You can tell what level he is by the number above his head. And let's attack over there again. I'm not gonna waste my mana. It costs 8 mana to do that spell, and 8 mana is like all my mana. I'm 5 out of 13 right now. And wabam! And I'm level 2. There you go. My mana healed as well. And you've bested your opponent, guys. I didn't beat him, I bested him, which has earned you some XPs. Click continue over there. And we got a big treasure chest. That chest is bigger than that guy, so how could he possibly be carrying it? It's like he's carrying a chest that's bigger than he is. And that chest was very lightly full of gold. There's a giant ant. Wow, guys. I opened a treasure chest. We saw gold in there, but you know what I get? I get some giant ants. That's what I wanted in my treasure chest. Some giant ants. Okay, keep an eye on your health, and the chest just disappears. How awesome. Alright. My health goes to 0. Leveling will refill your mana and health. Blah, blah, blah. Keep exploring the dungeon. You can see your map on the top right over there. And let's see. We're going to go through this door as well. So I guess this is a tutorial. At least I suspect it is. And the counter will show you in which order your blah, blah, blah can attack. There's a lot of dudes over here. So it shows you what order. Nope, there's 2 dudes over there. You can change your target by clicking on them. It's showing you the game's combat. It is turn-based though. So we're going to go attack that dude right now. And we get to watch over here. And my speed action lunge over there. Not lounge. And basically turn-based, so you can't really do like dodging or anything cool like that. Can I attack these? Like, can I like dodge? It'd be kind of cool. And I just did that one over there. Similarly, you can also complete any special action as a power action by clicking and holding down the mark button. That will increase the effect. So if I hold it down, I do a power action. How long you hold on the button will not affect the increased effect. Let's go and do a power attack. Oh man, guys, and it takes more mana though, so it's not like you can just hold it down always. But that's kind of interesting. I guess the more mana you sink into your attacks, the more it'll do. That skeleton guy is overwhelmed. So he's like, no, I thought he was overwhelmed, but he's attacking me again. He attacks twice? What a jerk. Why can't I attack twice? Anyway, let's go knock this guy down. I should hopefully be done with this tutorial soon, because I do want to see the actual dungeon making elements. Because, oh, level 4, I got 2 levels from that. Wow, I got my stats gained too. Go me and the chest. I'm going to get some more ants, guys. More giant ants. Come on, more giant ants. Nope, I got a small chamber. How is there a chamber inside of a treasure chest? The items, guys, makes no sense. Let's go take it anyway. Now, you know, the basics of combat, you should be careful how to spend your mana, because they don't regenerate otherwise. So, it's kind of weird that you move with WSAD, but when you fight a battle, it goes to turn-based. Kind of like Wizard 101, I guess, because you can move around there too, but when you do a combat, it becomes turn-based. Though I feel like Wizard 101 is an awesome game. Pretty underappreciated, if you ask me. Mainly because it's a kids game, I guess. A lot of people underappreciate kids games, so we're going to go over here. Do you want to leave the dungeon? I guess so. Why not? I guess I leave the dungeon. Is there like a world? There, persistent. No, back to editor over here. I'm curious again with this hot elf chick over here, gothic elf chick. I'm liking her though. She should be on every loading screen of every game. Oh, whoa, what is this? After this little adventure, it's time to take a look at your dungeon. So we'll look at my dungeon from an overview over here. We can see a top-down view. Look after it and lead intruders to their demise so you can loot their belongings. So apparently what the game is trying to do is you can actually make your own dungeon, and other players have to go through your dungeon, and if they die, you get to keep their stuff, which sounds pretty cool actually. You can change how you look at your dungeon by using WASD to look around, alright. I guess the best way to make your dungeon like really difficult is to put a bajillion monsters in one room. But I bet the game isn't going to let you do that. Click OK over there. Or like make a ton of traps on the first room. We can click rooms over there, 3x4. You know what, guys? Let's get some more rooms. I picked this up last time, this small chamber. So I dragged that. What do I do over here? First, I click over here. Alright, what's going on? Your dungeon is not finished right now because not all the rooms are connected. Alright, let's go put it back over there. I disconnected my rooms over there. And you can see this over here. Now connect both rooms with a corridor. First, click on the green building symbol of the room, and then a green building. Alright, what am I doing? Yes, I did something. And we can click on this bad boy over here, too. Small chamber is going to go... Oh, there we go. Small chamber for the win. And I got to connect them somehow. Can we click on here? Whoa, we can move these around, too. So let's go put it back over there. How to connect these, though? You can move and rotate rooms. Just click on the arrow in the middle. Alright, we're going to click on the arrow. Where's the arrow in the middle, guys? I'm clicking on it. I want to make it move. Let's see. In the middle, move it to where you want, and then connect it to another building. So we're going to move this around until it gets... Where do we... It's kind of weird to move this around, because like I want to move it to the bottom right, but I can't. It's just not working well. Yes, there we go. Yes, down here. Yes, connect it. There we go. We can do this stuff over here. And whoa, why can't I move this nicely? I want to put it there. Connect it over there. Yes, can I do that? Yes, it almost connects, but not really. So you can design your own dungeon over here. I guess you're kind of limited by how big the area is, and you get more dungeon pieces by doing more of these quests. So I gotta connect these all together somehow. We're gonna move this again. We're gonna move this. I want to move it up here. There we go. It's going up there slowly on its own. A little bit further up. Yes, right there. And let's connect it. Yes, it's connected, I think. Now, yes, we connected it. Let's connect this as well. And we are good to go. I am done. Let's go add some creatures in here, too. We can add some beasts. Any harder level monsters? Nope, just these dudes over here. Let's click on one of these bad guys. Giant ants. I picked up an ant last time, so we're going to use these. It tells you what damage they do. So I guess that's what it meant when I pick up a giant ant from that treasure chest. It's items you can use to design your own dungeon. And what do we do over here? Click on this one. Like, how do I make this happen? You can find creatures you've already looted and click on them to I'm clicking on them. I want to summon them. The most important thing here is the level of the creature being summoned. Progress towards mastery. That shows how many creatures you already looted. Blah, blah, blah. I guess as I got mastery points for these guys too. Then click on the symbol for the creature. Alright, we click on this guy over here. And whoa, look at this pretty art over here, guys. We're going to put this guy right over there. Can we put him there? Nope, we can put him right there. There you go. Dungeon has been saved. Here you can see how many of this kind of creatures you own, so you can put multiple creatures in here. I only have one of these dudes right now. I can eventually get more later on. Now I want to crawl through somebody else's dungeon so I get more loots. I'll tell you about the dungeon design later. I want to show you how you can prepare for upcoming raids, guys. Upcoming raids. So you have an actual, almost like an MMORPG gameplay, but it feels single player right now. So I feel like the actual dungeon crawling elements of the game are done in the single player aspect, while you can make your own dungeon for other players to crawl through. So let's see, you can see your level of your hero on the side of the screen, and I'm going to put all my points into strength, which is always the best stat in these games, always. Max this out right now, and I am good to go. Put OK over there too. Hero license, I need a license to be a hero apparently. What is my equipment tab over here? I got some potions, weak healing potions, guys, that is weak sauce. What do I do with this? Can I put on my hotkey bar? Yes, I can. And I got a potion tab over there. And the game's tutorial is kind of neat over here. It tells you exactly what to do. I heard that Morphidin's dungeon is full of valuable treasure. Let's go over there. I'm going to click on here, and whoa, let's go again with the hot gothic elf chick over here. I'm liking her. You can only raid a dungeon with another hero as long as that hero is not too high level. So I think your actual dungeon crawling is done cooperatively if you want with other players, which in and of itself sounds kind of neat. The concept is neat, but the execution, I'm not so sure yet. I've reached the max amount of action points. Visit a dungeon to use them. So the way the game works, so I can tell right away, it uses action points. It's a similar system that a lot of games use where you have endurance. You can only do so many actions per day. And after a while, you crawl through dungeons, it takes away your action points, and you gotta wait for the action points to regen on their own, which kind of limits how much you can actually play the game. It's not a new concept, a lot of games do it. Each raid will cost you action points. There you go. Click OK. And where's Morphidin's dungeon over here? I feel like these are all AI dungeons right now. Eventually, I'm pretty sure I can play against other people's dungeons as well and raid the dungeon for 50 action points. Alright, and we're good to go. They definitely need some new art in this game. I want to see her in different poses. She's like playing with that skull over there. And that one pinky over there looks kind of small. Alright, here we go. Explore the dungeon. It'd be kind of cool to immediately jump into other players' dungeons because I can already tell that some people will go really creative with these. Like in any game where players are, inspired to create their own dungeons, where other players can go through. I mean, any game with player housing especially. People go all out and make their dungeons, make their houses in those games look crazy awesome. So we're going to go in here right now. I feel like if they gave you a lot of tools like Minecraft does or games like that, people can definitely have a lot of fun with it. But the game seems pretty simple enough because you can only use stuff you find in like these dungeons. So the creature is a half elemental. He takes more damage from a certain attack. I gotta use lightning on this guy probably. But for now, let's do a regular attack over here and just attack that dude. He's at 31 HPs and I do 24 damage. Not bad. I'm glad I pumped strength because strength is always awesome. 14 damage. I got 105 HP left right now. I guess it'll heal automatically once I leave the dungeon or when I level up. He dies 2 hits anyway, so I'm guessing it starts off fairly easily. So far, every monster I've killed, guys, every single one has leveled me. So leveling is definitely fast-paced early on. Though the gameplay, it does seem a bit slow over here, and because it is turn-based. I see mushrooms over there. I like some shrooms. I'll take these shrooms up over here. There's more monsters I can add to my dungeon over there. And I am still in Morphidin's dungeon. Again, an AI dungeon. I suspect later on we'll be able to go through other players' dungeons, which would be cooler anyway. I'm going through these tutorial stuff right now. Anyway, another half elemental. What is a half elemental? Where's the other half? Alright, we get to fight this elf elemental chick thing. Fire and water, light and darkness are contrasting elements, guys. Light and darkness are contrasting? Who would have guessed? And same with fire and water. Those are obviously, we learned that from Pokemon, guys, alright? The Charmander owns the Bulbasaur, there you go. I can't believe I just totally brain farted over there for a second. I can't believe I forgot that. There, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's an awesome Pokemon too. It's my starting Pokemon I picked on the original red version as well. Red and blue were the first Game Boy ones, I believe. Awesome games, might I add. Let's go do some standard attacks over here. I can't believe I had a brain fart right there on Pokemon, especially Pokemon. I mean, I know more about Pokemon than like all the other collectible monster games. There was Digimon, Monster Rancher, all that jazz. Anyway, let's go loot this chest over here, and we got some mossy mines, guys. They're mossy, and the name is in blue, so obviously it's better. It's not mossy. Yeah, it's mossy. I thought it was messy for a second. But if it's in blue, it's obviously rare. Green's apparently rare, too. I think, like, WoW established that, like, the rarity scale over there. You got green, then blue, then purple or orange, and things like that. And let's keep going through here. Right now, I feel the game is really easy, but then again, this is the second level of the game. And I'm sure player dungeons will be more difficult. And do I want to leave the dungeon? Yeah, I'll leave the dungeon. And you can see your stats at the end. I'm going to see back to the editor. I'm going to see that elf chick again, I bet. I'm going to see her. Yeah, there you go. And each door of a room can only be connected to one corridor in the dungeon editor. But I feel like the dungeon editor seems very limited. Because if you can't, I mean, can you make your dungeons multiple levels? Because that would be kind of cool. If you can add like three-dimensional dungeons where you can go up and down, and make a big labyrinth and things like that. But I'm sure, I feel like this editor just looks limited. I don't know how limited it is, but it just feels restrictive. Let's see, now I'll show you how to take care of your rooms and blah 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 fixtures. Click on that over there. Develop my dungeons. Alright, we can upgrade our room. Small creature slot. So each room can only hold a certain amount of creatures. Level up over time, or there's a lot going on here actually. I got room points. I only got one room point right now. As slots and fixtures, I can increase them by putting room points in over here. I can level up my room, guys. My room is only level 2 out of 7 right now. My room's got to go grind to level up. Let's go add some fixtures. Large fixture slot, and yes. Alright, we got some, you have 0 magic runes, divine rune. I got no runes right now. None. Okay, over there as well. Fixtures, and I got small fixtures. I got some shrooms, brah. Shrooms. Where do I put the shrooms? We put the shrooms on the floor. Click on the lock. Go me. Do you want to permanently add this there? Yeah, I'll fix it to the room. I got shrooms on my room. And we got room styles over here. We got mossy mines. Put that over there. And we got the same chick again. Each element has a counter element. Fight fire with water and darkness with light. And I'm curious how many elements are in the game. I think he told me earlier, but I wasn't paying attention. And it tells you what effects each of these do have. The concept of Dungeon Empires is definitely pretty original, but the execution, I don't know how many people actually play the game, but I feel like there's a lot of people in the game. The actual dungeon adventures can be fun, because not only are you playing an RPG, though a simplistic RPG, we got another chick over here, another elf chick with another tattoo of a heart on her butt cheek over there. But I feel like a lot of people do play the game, and there's a lot of variety in dungeons. It could be fun. It is a browser-based game. The graphics are a bit simplistic, and the actual gameplay elements are very simplistic because it is simply a point-and-click style. The actual combat is point-and-click, turn-based style battles. And I feel like there's only 3 playable classes as well, so the variety is limited. Is there any skills as well? I want to see if there's any skills in my actual character. And I gotta keep clicking around over here. I keep upgrading my room. Click yes over there too. My dungeon has been saved. Very good. You can improve your dungeon. You're ready for some new challenges. Click on world again. I'm sure I unlock more dungeons to crawl through right now. Oh, what is going on here? There are 10 levels of the Dungeon Empires. This is where you can find every player dungeon and can find suitable ones to raid. I'm getting started with the easiest dungeon to the lowest level. If you want to enter a level, just click on that boulder. Alright guys. Now I'll leave you to my destiny. There's always a destiny. Might lay waste to dungeons of your enemies and create a deadly realm. Alright. So let's see what's going on right now. The foundation over here. I can go on these low-level dungeons over here. So dungeon 3,883. There's a lot of dungeons. So basically every player has their own dungeon. So you can see. Let's go through this guy's dungeons. I feel like the first few early dungeons are going to be very similar to each other because every player starts off with the same kind of gear in the game, same kind of rooms and stuff like that. So it's going to be very, very repetitive after a while. Rated with XP protection. Oh, I need some dragon ores. I can already tell you dragon ore sounds like a premium currency, so I'm not going to get any of that stuff. I'll raid the dungeon with my action points over here, and whoa, we're going again. Same loading screen over here. The little chat menu if you want to chat with other players, and it's not doing anything right now. Probably because here we go. I'm in Zaymot's dungeon. I'm in your dungeon taking your loots. So let's see what's going on in this dungeon right now. And the way the game works, I think, is you can't raid the higher level dungeons because you're going to get owned anyway. Let's go in this room right now, and let's go kill a few things in here, and I'll be done. It's a very small dungeon. There's only 2 other rooms. Kind of like mine, too. Mine's barely done either. There's a nasty knock from these little ant thingamajigs over there. Plus 30 time. Go with me. I got some times. And 4 damage, too. Combat definitely could be more interesting. I only have 2 skills right now, my lunge and my standard attack. Every time you level up, you do get stats though. So I'm not sure if there's an actual I'm not sure if there's an actual skill tree or not, because if there isn't one, it'd be kind of boring. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna call this one a bit early right now too. You can see what the gameplay is all about. The turn-based combat is a bit boring, but the concept is definitely unique. I do want to give them some E points for having a unique concept. It might be worth checking out if you're into creating your own dungeon. But anyway, guys, if you guys do want to play Dungeon Empires or just learn more about it, do check out the full review on MMOHut.com on the link below. Anyway, guys, later.